Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Uncle Project Podcast. It's your host, Mr. T. The Uncle Project Podcast is a podcast 2.0 podcast. If you're looking for a way to upgrade your podcast player, go to Tako.start.page, Tako.start.page, and sign up for either Podverse or Fountain. Both available for both Apple and iOS apps. And today's show is also supported by our affiliate Ad Slice. You can earn money via PayPal or Bitcoin for viewing small little banner ads on YouTube, Twitch, and X. Really good program. Also good for creators as well, mostly streamers. You can get some extra income when people are viewing your content if they have the Ad Slice plugin on their device. But yeah, to get that plugin, you can go to bit.ly/UPP slice. Again, that's bit.ly/UPP slice. But yeah, today's episode, we gonna talk about all this beef going on all over the place. Yeah, it's getting wild and out of hand. It's war all over the place. Everybody's beefing with each other in the media, in the sports media. Everybody's beefing with each other in comedy. It's about to be an election year, and yeah, I think that a lot of this, I honestly feel like a lot of this is being fueled by the program. And I think that's just, they like to create, the program likes to create tension. So I'm not the biggest political person, and I don't really know what is behind a lot of the wars that are going on, in different parts of the world. But, I do know, at least from where I am, war is, man, it's a business transaction. I think a lot of governments use war to help benefit their economies. And whether it's a fight for resources or just a way to get things in motion. Like I say, I'm not too extremely knowledgeable about the inner workings of that and how that goes on and plays out. But I do know at times of like economic hardships, governments seem to use war as a way to boost economies, which is, it's annoying, it's wild, but it's the world that we live in. Okay, so we've got all of that went on, all of that got kicked off. I don't want to dig too much into that side of things, but when all of that was going on, even before that, when all of that was going on, I'm sure a lot of those topics tended to get a lot of views and clicks on the internet. So a lot of content, that can be seen as divisive in putting that puts people at odds with another group, it seemed to spread like wildfire. People, we like to watch chaos for whatever reason. It's pretty crazy. But it seems like, a lot of that content was things that people are commenting on, and they are sharing things about war and conflict. And it seems like a lot of that government bullshit had leaked into just the common folks' social media lives. And it seems like that's the type of content that creators started to create after seeing how many clicks and views all the war content and things we're getting, and all the political content we're getting. It seems like the creators started to follow suit. And all of them started to push this content because it gets clicks and it gets comments, and people talk about it and people share it, and I don't want to say that the owners of these platforms are using, their algorithms to brainwash us into like being at conflict with each other, but it does feel like they're pumping a lot of this content to us, just constantly pumping it to you. Who's beefing with who, who can expose who the best, and it's ugly. It's really ugly. Really all that it's proving is that we're really good at treating that. It's just proving that as humans, we're really good at treating each other like horrible, and being disgusting to each other. So the algorithms are pushing this crazy stuff where everybody's in conflict with each other, and that gets all the clicks and the views. And then I feel like it kicked off with sports commentators first, at least here from where I am here in America. You had Stephen A beefing with Jason Whitlock. Jason Whitlock trying to beef with Shannon Sharp. Shannon Sharp and Steven Jackson. Like everybody's just going at each other, and it was kind of wild that would be happening in sports media. I guess they are just regular folks like like us, but it's kind of crazy to see that play out in public like that. And then it went into the comedy game. Katt Williams, he had to say what he had to say about the people that he had to say it about. Steve Harvey, Cedric the Entertainer, Ludacris, he was talking about a bunch of folks that, like, man, like, how could I'm not gonna dislike Ludacris, like, roll out, like that was a big hit as a kid, growing up where I grew up, Chicken and Beer, man, that was like the craziest intro I had ever heard on an album whenever it had first came out. Like hearing that as a kid was pretty cool. But yeah, like I can't dislike Ludacris just because Katt Williams has something to say about him, you know? And like same for like Steve Harvey. Like, yeah, Katt Williams, like I'm a Katt Williams fan too, but yeah, I can't dislike Steve Harvey because Katt Williams had something to say about him, you know? Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that. And then, let's see, I woke up this morning. I don't think I'm gonna watch this one, but yeah, it had Monique on Club Shay Shay, and the thumbnails were showing her at odds with so and so or Oprah or whoever else she may be at odds with. And yeah, it's really wild, like all the beef and tension and like fighting that everyone is doing, and like how that is really being pumped up. Yeah, like I don't think a lot of this is necessarily real. It's being pumped up, and I think we've got to recognize that. Like even in social media, like man, it seems like it's a lot of content with black content creators, like men versus women. Like it's a battle of the sexes, you know. In like with other groups, it's like a generational thing. Like yeah, it's like this generation is at war with all these other generations, you know. It is insane. It is insane. Like how much all of this tension is being pumped in both the media, like on TV, radio, and also in social media, you know. And like, yeah, I'm sure when creators, they see the numbers, when they see those analytics getting clicks on that content, they're going to create more of it. And it just, I don't know, it makes for, I think it just makes for a really bad environment. It's setting a bad standard. But yeah, like I understand we have to fight for some things, but just the way we're pumping it is really insane. But yeah, that's just my opinion on the current state of the world as I'm observing it. Yeah, I'd love to hear how you all feel. And I honestly, in my heart, feel that this is all of this is, could be on some level addressed with platforms like Hive. If you're a listener to the show, you've heard me talk about Hive before, Web3 platform. And yeah, the algorithms aren't set up to pump you like crazy content like that. It's really just based on who you follow, how much Hive power is supporting that content, and not necessarily what the platform itself is pumping to your feed. Yeah, with Hive, you really get to, I think you get really good control of your feed, as far as like who you follow. Other than that, yeah, it's based on how much Hive power is supporting whatever content, which is what determines what you're going to see on your feed. When you're using apps like Peak D or Ecency or Dbuzz or 3Speak. And yeah, I just don't see it a lot on our platform. It's a decentralized Web3 platform. Being a token holder makes you an owner of the platform. And yeah, we just don't pump that to each other. And yeah, I don't know. Like, it just really makes me appreciate our community that much more. But yeah, go to Tako.start.page, find the affiliate page. It'll be a button somewhere on there. It'll say affiliate page, and you can set up a free Hive account. It costs to create a Hive account, but yeah, I think it's a really good platform just as far as being able to escape all of that. And the platform also respects you as a user, of the platform. And it makes you a boss, 2024, you might as well boss up, create that Hive account. Don't pay for one, go to Tako.start.page, go to that affiliate page, and then figure out how to get you a free Hive account. But yeah, like I say, that's going to be all for today. Yeah, fight against the program, turn some of that off, downvote it, report it, report all the evil content. And yeah, let's fight against the program. Let's be digital vigilantes and fight against the program in the spreading of unnecessary spreading of divisive content. But yeah, be sure to share this show with a friend. Follow the Uncle Project podcast. Catch you all on the next episode. Peace.